So, Overwatch has a new ranking system with Overwatch 2. Do we like it? Do we hate it? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it unfair? Let's talk about it. Before we get started, check out our YouTube channel, Grim Galaxy Gaming. We post a bunch of gaming content. We stream Monday through Friday for the most part. Post a lot of long form content and a lot of shorts. We're getting on the bandwagon with everything. If you like the content you see, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more, hit that like button. That's backwards, but who cares? So, here is your new ranking system. It's the same medals as before. You got the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, grandmaster, top 500. But they did change things. So, how to rank up in Overwatch 2. By the way, this is from Eurogamer.net. Make sure that you go to them for all of your journalistic needs because they're pretty fantastic. So Overwatch 2, the biggest difference from the original Overwatch ranking system is how long it takes to adjust your tier or division. Previously, it was every match, but in Overwatch 2's competitive play, your rank is recalculated every 7 games or every 20 losses, or sorry, every 7 wins or every 20 losses or ties, with each role, whatever milestone you reach first. So this kind of talks about a little bit more about the roles aspect, but I'm talking mainly about like the regular, when you're just going open queue, if you will. You have to win 7 matches to rank up, or if you lose 20 matches, you go down. That's extremely different from any ranking system I've ever seen in my life. They want to be different, I guess. I guess you do you, boo. Talk about from my experience currently, I landed bronze 5, which I need to pull up that article real quick as well. So there is a bronze 5 bug within the game. They said that they were supposed to be fixing it. Let's see, how to fix. At the time of writing, Blizzard has not deployed any kind of patch to fix the Bronze 5 bug, or the other aspects of competitive play for that matter. The mode is bugged in numerous ways, but many players are experiencing the Bronze 5 bug above all else. You'll know that if you've been affected by the particular bug, if you continue to be placed in Bronze 5 even after the game says you've ranked up. Players will get a competitive update after either winning 7 matches or losing 20 matches. This update says players have changed ranks, but when they go look, they're still Bronze 5. That happened to me. People were getting placed in Bronze 5, which is something that I didn't read in that article here, which is by .esports.com. I got placed in Bronze 5. In Overwatch 1, I was silver. You also heard things from higher, competitive players who were in Grandmaster and stuff like that getting placed in like silver, gold, platinum, stuff like that. So thinking maybe they reset everybody's MMR, but if your MMR is the same and it's all based off of performance and stuff like that, that shouldn't matter. Someone like me who in my first set of placements, I won 7 games, lost 3, got bronze 5. That should not be the case in my opinion, because if the game is in fact based on your performance, how well you do in the game, and then your win the loss ratio, no one should be in bronze, because bronze is below average players. Like, I think a lot of these companies aren't exactly looking at ranking systems proper when it comes to skill-based stuff like that. I don't know why they do it. Honestly, Overwatch 2, this is very different, but we're going to get more into it. Now, another change. So in the original Overwatch 1, you had a leveling system, and that's how they basically tracked when you got to play competitive. I believe it was level 25, you got to get into competitive. And if you're a really good player and you do all your daily challenges, that can happen pretty freaking quickly. Now, how to unlock competitive play in Overwatch 2. My friends told me about this. If you're reading along already, you're like, holy crap. Yeah, it's a mess. Any new person starting Overwatch 2, or someone who lost their account for Overwatch 1, couldn't merge their accounts from Overwatch 1, or they're still waiting to get their accounts from Overwatch 1, which that's a whole other video talking about the mess of the launch of Overwatch 2. If this is happening to you, or you're a new Overwatch 2 player, you will need to win 50 matches in quick play in order to unlock competitive mode. That's unranked only, and it's not play, it's win. That's ridiculous. I understand the kind of concept of you need to play the game. They don't want people just going in there all fresh, new, not knowing what they're doing, go into competitive play and ruin the game for everybody else. Blizzard, I know you're not watching this, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter if they win their 50 games or not. People will always get paired with other teammates who are terrible at the game. It's how it is. I lost, I think, my second run through, which also plays Bronze 5, by the way. Doesn't make sense. I lost 6 games in a row because players just not going on the payload, a number of things that are a problem with the game itself. If you're planning on downloading Overwatch 2 because it is free to play for the first time and you want to go into competitive mode or you want to play a couple of games, get used to it, takes you about maybe 10 matches to learn certain characters and stuff like that, at least to a basic sense, to be able to play competitive, you have to win 50 games to play competitive. I got my boys into the game. We actually stream here on Twitch. We're going to be streaming Overwatch on Wednesdays around 6, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join, just a little shameless plug. But back on track here. That is excessive. That is excessive to say the least. At least you get to play with 2 people below or higher amongst that grade, but I'm pretty sure if it's like any other, like League of Legends, Valorant, stuff like that, if you end up, say, you're gold and you end up trying to help your bronze friend, you're just going to screw each other over because you're not going to gain as much traction and they're not going to gain as much traction, because what are you going to do if your friend wins all his 7 games, he places bronze, you're, say, gold 1, and your buddy is bronze 3, and he gets bronze 1, but now you're in platinum. Now you can't play together. That's pretty much just how these gaming ranking systems end up working, is because of the fact that they don't work well with people who are bronze and gold or different tiers, because you're not going to rank up as fast. You have to play solo, and no one wants to do that. No one especially wants to do that in an Overwatch game, because you don't want to play with randos. Apex, League of Legends, you name it. Playing with randoms is just mind-numbing and annoying, and you don't know exactly what you're going to get into. Now, tell you a little bit more story. So yeah, I got bronze 5, my initial. I won once I got my 7 games. I had 3 losses, placed bronze 5. The next time around, getting a bunch of losses, but I won my 7 games, so therefore it should go up technically, because I won my 7 games, lost about 5 of those. Still bronze 5. Played another 7 games, got bronze 3 with a total loss of 2. Yeah. With a ranking system like that, it's frustrating to sit there and play a bunch of games and you're not climbing very much because it says you belong in a different tier, and you could be flooring people when you're playing those wind games. And the losses could be either your team can't coordinate well, you yourself are doing terrible, or it's just not your game. And it could just really affect your gameplay, your fun in the game, and your competitive streak that you would like to be on it if you like being a competitive player like me, who plays competitive games all the time. Halo, Apex, you name it. I'm a competitive guy. I'm there. Now, one final thing before we talk about the verdict and pass it off to y'all in the comments to let me know what you feel. One thing that this game did that a lot of people, including League of Legends, which is one of the most toxic games, most toxic communities in the world, did is they don't allow you to track your progression, right? You can't track your progression through those 7 games to see if you're really doing anything, because you could go on I just won 6 games. I won my 7 games, but I only lost 1. That should be an amazing jump. And then you find out you only jump 1 division. That hurts someone's replay value of the game. It makes them not want to play the game as much, because they're constantly getting that kind of high, that extreme high, to seeing something that's extremely low. Whereas with League of Legends and Apex and stuff like that, as you play the game, you can track your progression. Even in placements, there you go. Even in your placements on League of Legends, which has a placement system, just like Overwatch, just like Valorant. Play your set amount of games, you get your rank. You can visually watch it go up. And you can see where you might end up at the end of your placements. Overwatch doesn't do that. I know Valorant doesn't do it either, but Overwatch does not do that. And I think that is a very big hit on the fan base and to the company as a whole as far as this game is concerned, because this game is a popular title. It has a big competitive scene. And to kind of have this ranking system where it's not only hurting new players who are trying to get into the game, it's also affecting pros who are watching their grandmaster rank go all the way down, and then they have to fight for that huge climb back up when that doesn't really pay off as much. I mean, imagine winning like 21 games in a row without any losses and you don't go up very fast, or you don't go up at all. If that ends up happening to y'all throughout yours, please tell me in the comments down below and we could talk about it more in there. Now, so we're going to get to the verdict of all of this when it comes to Overwatch. Is the Overwatch 2 system good? Not in my opinion. I think it's probably like one of the worst ranking systems I've probably seen. I still play it. I'm still having fun. I'm going through my ranks. I played about 20 games yesterday. Ended up still in bronze 3, and I think that's a giant letdown. Not to mention getting my buddies into it. I wanted them to get into it. I wanted us to have a game to play, especially for our channel, which if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. We want to play together, and it's probably going to take a while before we can actually play competitive together, which I know they want to be able to get better at the game, but I've already played a couple of games with Big Size and Silver Bear, and they're decent at the game. They're good at the game for what little they have played. And then, of course, Grim is getting on with us tonight as well. And he's not known to the game, but he's going to get better. It's not a good ranking system, and I don't like it. And I hope that by season 2, they change the way the ranking system works, because it really, I do believe that it's hurting new players, but especially their longtime running fans and pro players. The ranking system is just not good. It needs to change. Will it? Probably not. But I guess we'll end up seeing. But let me know down in the comment section down below. And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and let us know what you think. And as always, my name is Dead Poet. Check out the description down below for all the Discord information and stuff like that we have, and I will catch you guys